Hey guys, how's it going? It is Saluthian here, bringing you some Planetside 2. And what I wanted to talk today was really more of what you do on the battlefield, because a lot of people are wondering, and I've been asked a couple times, especially since I'm starting a tactical outfit, is really how do you work tactics? So most people, like some other outfits on our server, are more of a, you get a platoon together, 48 people, and you just kind of zerg. I was never really one of those people that really enjoyed that, so I wanted to talk about exactly what our outfit will be doing. So right here you can see we're pushing up on the bridge. I don't remember exactly where this was. It was about a week ago, but at this point there was a lot of people here on both sides. Actually, there was also some Vanu here if I remember correctly, but what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of firing, not getting very many kills, but I'm just kind of trying to halt them from coming forward. That's my main objective. And then my teammates, they're mostly engineers right now, mostly because we were going to go maxes, engineers, and combat medics, and after a while we actually ended up doing just that, except for the fact that most of them had to back out because some were getting 15 FPS, some of them their connection wasn't holding up, and other things like that. There was a total of like 200 people here. It was great. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just running around with my fractures. These are actually really good for maxes, but I'm trying to just halt them from going on either side, because if they can get one side to start moving up, that means the other side can start moving up as well. I don't think I get that guy because these things are, they're not anti-infantry, they're actually anti-vehicle. But I use them as anti-infantry because I can kill them from quite a fair distance away. So as you can, oh yeah, we are on Endar because the warp gate is right there. But what you want to do, especially on like bridges where you're kind of outnumbered, well, you're not really outnumbered, but you don't have everyone in your group. And I did try to invite some people to the group later, and that didn't work out too well since Planetside 2 was kind of bugging out. At about 100 people, it starts, the game engine can't really handle it. So whatever. So what you want to really do is if you can get, so right now I'm trying to get all 9 people, if I'm reading that correctly. No, there's like 8 people in the squad. I'm trying to get them to start moving up, but some of them actually aren't listening. Well, not listening, they're either coming up and getting killed, or, they're just not really doing very well. So I'm just trying to hold them back. And as you can see, my teammate goes up there. I don't know why he does that. He said something about trying to get himself killed or despawn, I don't know. But you just kind of push, and as you can see, I cut there. But you try to push forward on one side. As soon as one side starts pushing forward, the other side can push. But really, it's just a battle of trying to make your opponents, how would I say this, kind of just give up. I mean, after a while, they start to pull back because, a lot of them are either dying or they're just getting bored and they want something new. But for bridges, for myself, like, whenever you're kind of in a confined space, you don't really have much maneuverability to get around the enemy. It's kind of like, they're there and you're right in front of them and you have a distinct battle line. Try to push up as fast as you can, which is what I'm trying to get everyone to do. Is the faster you can push up, the less ground they can have, because as soon as you get off the bridge, you have a lot of force that's been built up and they don't really know how to handle it, and they end up getting just killed. So I want to say something about that. But our outfit tactics that we use or will be using are, some of them are military tactics that I've seen on things like Wikipedia and stuff I've read, things that have worked out before in real life history. But we'll be using some of those stuff. We will be practicing some of those for our more hardcore members. I wouldn't say hardcore, but the more, the people that like to play more of the military games, I would say. I mean, I don't mean like modern day military, but so we'll be doing stuff like that on Arma 3. Right now we don't have very many members. We have like 53, but most of them are kind of random people I have yet to sort through, and I'll probably do that sometime today. Maybe, I'm kind of busy right now, but most of our members that I'm going to try to get, and I know Sky might, I don't know if he will agree with me on this. I hope he does. I mean, he won't disagree, but I don't know exactly what he wants to do there. But we're going to try to kind of lead squads, mostly platoons of 24 people, 24 to 48, which is mid to max size. And then we'll go around, hopefully we can get more people, and then kind of just like do spec ops behind enemies. I know I've seen actual platoons, bigger platoons such as 48 man, and some of them are actually really organized. I mean, most of the time it's kind of like real life is. You got 3 guys barking orders at everyone else, and then they carry out the orders. But that's not really exactly what I want to do. I want to make it more of a person friendly up until it gets too hectic, such as like right now I let everyone just talk because not everyone has a mic. I mean, in the future when everyone stops getting mics, or I mean everyone starts getting mics and then platoons get bigger and stuff like that, then I'm gonna have to cut back on that. But right now it's gonna be more of a just everyone, you know, everyone just talks and, you know, they have fun. I think I get killed here actually. Max didn't do too well. So as you can see, we're kind of just pushing up the bridge. I'm trying to stay either behind the enemies or behind friendlies or just in front of them, because as being a max I get targeted very easily. And yes, I do die here. I skipped to where I'm a medic. I did it for farming points. I think we kind of all gave up here. But what you really want to do is, if you are a max, you want to stay either behind your teammates or right next to them in the front, because you're going to get targeted easier the farther out in front of you are, and you're just going to get killed really quickly. Like as you saw there, I got most of my health was down in a couple seconds. So you want to stay mostly behind your teammates but have everyone push up at the same time, and that's always worked for me. I know I did put a platoon of 24 people and we went up against 48, and just doing that we were able to kind of knock the enemy off their guard. Because normally when you have 48 people versus 24, you know, you say, oh, I have the upper hand, so we're not going to do too well, or we're going to do really well. But that's not the point, because they kind of they don't really know what's happening, you know, because you're pushing forward and they're trying their best to defend. I don't know if you know what I'm saying there. So I think that's what we're doing right now, is we're kind of pushing forward, but they're just defending. They have a much harder time defending because they're more spread out since they're not on the bridge yet. Or they never do get on the bridge because we just keep pushing them forward. And as you can see, as soon as we start getting off the bridge, it's so much easier to get it, and they don't exactly know what they're doing now. So that's what always works for me, I guess. I don't know if that's, you know, it happens. I played Guild Wars 2. I know I've done some strategy stuff on World of Warcraft. Not very much, since I think it's 5 people can go in the battlegrounds there. I can't remember. But really, you just kind of want to push them back, and it's kind of like a StarCraft tactic. We were actually talking about StarCraft here. You just want to keep pushing them back and, you know, periodically put force on them and then kind of withdraw, and then just keep doing that to make sure you guys don't burn out. So as you can see here, I mean, we kind of just banged our head against their whole enemy front for like 20 minutes at that point, because the whole platoon came in and it was kind of weird. But as you can see, it's turning daytime now. Ooh, much fun. I personally like the daytime. It's much easier. So the base we are assaulting is actually that tiny one down there. You probably were going to think it's like some biolab or assault like my other video or something. But this one's actually, that's all we were fighting for. It was us versus a lot of them. After a while, there was more of us than them. And I don't personally like being in the mindless Zerg that we were in. But that's what we were in. You know, we kind of just came to Indar and said, you know, we're going to go find some people, we're going to play with some people, and we're going to get this crap rolling. And it was much fun. I appreciate all the guys that were there, if any of them are listening. We had a platoon of 24 people at max time, which was really great. I love that, as we are starting a new guild, and it's kind of hard. So for medic, I normally don't switch to my primary very often, as I'm normally behind enemy lines. At least I do my best to stay behind enemy lines. Medics aren't really one to go up front. Some people try and be that, you know, the medic that's always killing everyone and all that stuff. But that's not something you want to do if you're playing a medic, since you are a support role. It's kind of like playing an engineer. Engineers are never the front line. They're always supposed to be the back. Keeping the Zerg going, keeping whatever you're doing going. And as you can see, I tried to revive that guy. It didn't work. So, a lot of the movements we are doing, I mean, at this point I kind of gave up and just kind of, you know, lone wolf because, well, why not? Seeing as I couldn't invite people, I couldn't talk in platoon chat, or squad chat at this point, and everyone else had gone because no one else could do anything either. Sorry about that. Let me get a drink here. So that's some also nice stuff. So we kind of pushed down the hill. We had the upper advantage. Since we had the top of the hill, they had the bottom. There was something like 20 players on their side and 48 here. So we kind of just had the brute force in them. And it was pretty good. So, yeah, it was really good. I tried to invite that guy, but no luck. I didn't really care. Well, let me say that again. For this exact place that we're at, this little outpost, if you can look at the terrain, you can see that there's hills on both sides. There's not very many places they can go. So what we did is we kind of just, you know, we hunkered down and we stay behind the railings because you don't get shot very much there. So that's basically what we're doing. It was kind of fun. I enjoyed it. I got a lot of points I was farming because I need to get some new weaponry. Why not? So I've been doing this, so I'm going to talk a little bit more about our guild. And that would be, well, we are Outcasts. We are the Gamer Outcasts, to be specific. We have a Steam group. I'll link that in the description. Of course, the YouTube. And we play games such as first-person shooters, MMOs, and other games. I will be doing some reviews on games, what I think of games, and why you should play games, why you shouldn't play games. In the future, depending on how many subscribers that come in, and stuff like that. So anyone that's also in the guild will get updates, hopefully weekly. Sorry about that. But it should be semi-weekly to weekly, maybe every other week, maybe once a month until we get people actually rolling in. You know, more people that actually talk. I don't mean like with a mic, I mean just like in general, /SS/OS for outfit say and squad say. Things like that, and really exactly what we're going to be doing. So, also other games we are playing is Arma 3. I'm excited for that. June 25th is the beta day. I'll be creating the first map there for anyone that's interested. And we also play Elder Scrolls Online coming out this year. We will be playing on the PS4 on Destiny. I'll have an Elder Scrolls guild on there if I can afford the game at the time. I mean, afford 2 games. I don't know if I will, depending on how well the guild starts going. So, yeah, but that's really exactly what I was going to be talking about for today. The guild, it will be more of a strategy guild, kind of like everyone talks, and, you know, there is that strategy portion where it's like one person barking orders, and then it's the, you know, everyone talks. There's a community I'm hoping to build around it. I know Sky is with me on that. So as you can see right here, I'm kind of just reviving people. That's what I was doing, just farming points. I got myself killed almost there. It was really funny. Whatever. So, other series I'm going to be starting is I'm going to be starting Kerbal Space Program. Yeah. I hope anyone wants to see that. I don't know if you will. But with that, it's almost wrapping up. So the Steam group, Gamer Outcasts, is in the description. I hope you can find that to your enjoyment. It's also free to sign up and join the group if you would like. It's always a welcome. I won't put any restrictions on it yet. Once we get like 600 members, I might, when it becomes a big guild. But I'm going to leave you with this, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. See that? Not like that guy. Just keep out of their line of sight, okay? And just really just have a great day. I hope you guys learn something, and it will make your day better. And gameplay. I hope your KD goes up from this. Might not, but have a great day, guys. I will see you later.